Hello and welcome to New Filmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with MoveMaker magazine. My name is Danny DeLillo and we're here at the Camera Los Angeles showroom in West Hollywood. I'm here with Diana Cignoni with her movie, Lulu. Let's take a look at a clip.
Do you know the most dreadful thing in life? Desire without satisfaction. Boredom.
Lightning strikes.
Keep your claws off my legs.
This world is dirty.
Diana, congratulations on your film, Lulu. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I have so many questions, but for those that haven't seen it, tell us a brief synopsis.
Oh, thank you so much, and thanks for having me. Lulu is a film about self-identity. I believe that we all have a female inside or a male inside. So when it comes to gender, I'm a woman, you're a man.
Yeah.
In that sense of cliche, but I'm a woman, I have a man inside.
Yeah.
I'm very much in touch with my man.
Yeah.
You must have a feminine side.
Yeah.
So animus, animus, anima,
Yeah.
all these words from Young, the philosophers, and Freud. I explored that in this film. So the film is about self-identity, also the darkness of not belonging, and how imagination can save you. But how long will imagination save you? Because it also explores at the end the suicidal tendency of the character who doesn't feel he doesn't has a place in this world because of his identity issues.
I mean, I think you're such a intelligent filmmaker. Like it was so poetic, and I think you touched upon through the moving image a subject that some of us are too afraid of, like to be in touch with. I'm in touch with my feminine side, and certainly I feel that as well. But it was such a great to sort of recognize that and make the observation and see that in Lulu. Now there's so many morals in the film, which I love, and so many moments where I stopped and just thought, and I love how you took us on like a chapter journey, like we were almost going through a visual book, which was really beautiful. Now, where did the inspiration come for you in creating this particular project?
I'm very much inspired by plays, and I read a lot of old, like Frank Wedekind, German writer, Oscar Wilde. And that's the inspiration. So it's also in memory of Frank Wedekind at the end of the film, you can see. And inspiration from the theater. I do a lot of theater. I'm part of the Odyssey Theater in Los Angeles.
Oh, wow.
So I always explore in ensemble pieces material. And Lulu was also almost an ensemble work. We met for rehearsals before. So I treated it like a play when it comes to rehearsal.
Oh, wow.
Films usually there's not much rehearsal, but I met with my actors and we had some rehearsals and exercises we did to get into that other sense of reality. That's what it's all about too. It's about reality. What is reality?
What is it?
If I look into the mirror, what do I really see? Who is it? Who am I seeing? He saw a woman. What do I see? Maybe I see a man. You know, I was always feeling when I was a little girl like a guy. And now I'm a woman. And I'm glad I'm a woman. But that's the exploration about this film, and so being inspired also by questions. What is a man? Can we all be in touch with our feminine side and masculine side? We need both. I think in order to be whole, we need to have both. And unfortunately, a lot of women, they're too much into their feminine side, and a lot of men are too much into their masculine side. And I find, and that's just my taste, I like people who have it balanced. You know?
I love that, and I think sometimes we don't ask enough questions of ourselves. We don't look at ourselves. I mean, I think that's such an important observation. I think that's one thing that I love that you've done with your film, is that, you know, for me, yes, I like to be in touch with that, but for those that haven't explored that about themselves, you know, it's a great thing to recognize where that falls within you, and ask that question of yourself. Now, it was a very beautiful theatrical piece. It was so visually beautiful to watch as well. Before we go into that, you had some fantastic actors, you know, and particularly Lulu, who I just couldn't take my eyes off Lulu. I thought it was so interesting, such an, you know, very from beginning to the end. And how was the casting process for you?
Yeah, casting for me is very important. I always meet people. I don't do. That's actually what I don't do. I don't use casting directors.
Oh,
not yet. I don't have
to. Yeah.
It's a short film, you know.
But you know what you want probably too, right?
Yeah, and I worked in casting for a while.
Yes.
You know? So I was trained well. But for me, it's important. I meet people in a coffee shop or in a hotel lobby, in an environment which is not sterile like an office.
Yeah.
And I have a conversation.
Yeah.
And I have coffee and we talk about life, and so I can check them out. How are we doing it right now with each other?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Ask question. And with that, I see how that person knows how to listen.
Yeah.
If they're with me or if they're wandering, if they're in the moment, in the present.
Yeah.
If they have humility.
Yeah.
And therefore comes the talent to me.
Yeah.
You know? And
I
so
love
with
that.
Harry Haynes, who's playing Lulu, he's an enigmatic person, as you just said, and he had it all, and we met and we realized we connected creatively, we had the same outlook into life, and so I introduced the script to him and he loved it, and he says, oh, I can speak through it, I want to speak through it, and I said, yeah, you're perfect. I wrote this before I met you, but I
love that. I couldn't imagine anyone else playing. It was that, like, casting was that perfect. It was just like, oh my goodness. And I love that. I think, you know, a lot of, you know, people sometimes think that it's done in a casting room, but I think when you've invested the time to, you know, just sit and have a coffee with them and kind of like find out about the person. Who wouldn't want to work with Diana, honestly, as a director? Like, I feel like, honestly, like, really, it's beautiful. Now, you know, you had a beautiful visual, a great location as well, where you shot this. How was that experience for you, finding locations and things?
Locations are important to me. The place is a character.
Yeah.
I learned that as an actor, I used to be an actor, so when you work on it, when you get a script, you always, even as an actor, the first question you need to ask yourself is, where am I? What's the place I am? What am I seeing? Yeah. And take that in. So the place in my films is always very, very important. I actually start writing with a place in mind first, and then the actors come.
I love it. That's very interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I like that.
And so the castle. So I wanted to, obviously, in my imagination, I wanted to shoot it in Europe in an abandoned castle. But then, budget-wise, Los Angeles, and I suddenly realized that's perfect for Los Angeles. Yeah. And that's when I wrote that line, the first line of the film, Los Angeles, keep me warm with your coat around me. I like that line so much because Los Angeles is warm and hot and we're in the desert, but it's still cold, especially when you come from a perspective looking down from the hills into the city. You detached. A lot of people want to live in the hills, but you're not part of the crowd. Yeah. And sometimes it's good to be part of life, not just like a fly looking down on birds, you know. So, like you said, I try to put so many metaphors into this film through the place, and so much symbols and meaningfulness, and I hope that my audience is finding the story within themselves when they watch the film.
Yeah. Oh,
Instead of spoon feeding you.
Yes.
This is what the story is about.
Yeah.
Because Hollywood always says, "What's the story about?"
Yeah.
That's what is like saying, "What do you want from that person?"
Yeah.
You know, in acting class, I don't know what I want from this person. I'm not calculating like this. I just like the person. Yeah. Energy, and I like talking to them. I don't talk to you because I want, in some acting classes, I want money from you. I want you, you know. I don't think like this in my films. It's always about, back to your question, to the place, so the castle. So we found this castle in Beechwood Canyon. It's called the Hollywood Castle. Oh, wow. It is for rent, and there's a lot of films being shot there. Yeah. We had a favor from him, the landlord, and he helped us out.
Oh, that's very, see, well, we thank those good people, right, to make it happen.
Yes.
I love that it wasn't a stereotypical, like, Hollywood, Los Angeles story as well, but you took us to a place of imagining, like, what goes on in this amazing city that we live in, which I really, really, you know, enjoyed as well. And I think one thing that you just said about showing your films is that, you know, I feel like, I mean, I certainly felt, you know, internally how you made me feel, but I think you've made a film that everyone's going to take something completely different from it, from their own perspective, which is great. And not to mention, it's one of those films, I think, Lulu, is just that I want to watch it again and again and find more things that maybe I've missed. It's like, you know, it's got a lot of depth to it, which I absolutely love as well.
Thank you so much for seeing that and saying that. That means a lot to me.
Well, no, I really mean it. What would you, I mean, there must be so many things, because I mean, I can't imagine it was entirely easy to shoot. What was your biggest challenge you faced in making this project?
Budget,
yep.
as always.
Always, right?
The Hollywood Hills, it was very hot. We shot in August. It was so hot, and we had a 2-day shoot.
Wow, 2 days?
Yeah, we started at 7 a.m. and we had to wrap by 7 p.m.
Wow.
That was part of the good deal we got.
Yeah.
Of the castle.
That's amazing.
And so that was quite a challenge, and it was quite a challenge.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Yeah.
After we're done, we said we're never going to do this one like this again. You know.
Really, right?
We have to grow but that was the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
The other challenge, I think, was having these beautiful actors being a little slightly stylized.
Yeah.
As you could see, I had them talk into the break the third wall.
Yeah.
So talking into the camera.
Yeah.
And making the camera actually also a character.
Yeah.
And taking the unknown character in. Who is the camera?
Yeah.
Who am I talking to right now, you know?
Yeah.
So that was a challenge, because we actors, we just you know, usually are like this. And what else was a challenge? Just, I don't know, sometimes what's to me challenging is like when somebody's dying with a blood.
Yeah, that's,
and the
of course.
and how does it look real to shoot someone, and all these little, God is in the details.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was trying to be really naturalistic,
but
at the same time stylized.
I felt like you achieved that for sure. Now, you're originally from beautiful Germany and living here in Los Angeles, and then obviously last night was the screen at NewFilmmakers LA. How was that experience for you?
Oh, NewFilmmakers LA, that was amazing. I love this film festival, this monthly screening event, and it was warm and welcoming, and you were amazing. And
you were amazing.
Great, thank you. And I felt I had a great audience, very crowded, you know, the theater was full, and everybody was very quiet, and it seemed like everybody was into the films.
Yeah.
Great films were shown, and I just had a really, really good, wonderful, soulful time.
Oh,
there.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, a soulful time. We go for that. I like that.
Like it was very, very warm.
Very good.
Yeah.
What's next for you?
Well, I'm developing a couple of films. One is called Brennhausen. Brennhausen, very German. It's about a man. His name is Parsifal, or a woman. I don't know. I always like to switch genders.
Yeah, great.
And a person, a human being.
A human being. Let's say that, right?
Let's cut the words. Let's cut female, male.
Yeah.
We're just human beings, aren't we? And energies, right? So it's about a human being who moves from Los Angeles back to Germany into an abandoned castle.
Wow.
And things happen. Voices come out of the wall. And he loves to be in solitude, or she, or the human being.
Yeah.
And it's like a mysterious dark drama again.
Oh, wow.
I like dark dramas.
Yeah.
And again, it's subconscious things about I try to make the unseen seen in my films.
Yeah.
What's not being said in acting, you have a line, but what's not being said and what's not being seen. So I'm, again, working with symbols and metaphors.
Please keep going, keep doing that. You know, actually just going to quickly touch on what I love about your film is that you keep us in a moment on on a shot, and you take us, you know, normally people just like skip or they cut to and they go, and you keep us there long enough to be really like in it and discover more than you would normally do by just quickly going to another scene or another shot or another. And I love that, how you do that, because it's very, very powerful. Now, you're a very inspirational filmmaker, so my last question to you is anyone that's a filmmaker out there, what piece of advice have you got, what have you learned, or what's something you would say to anyone that would love to follow in your footsteps?
I would like to say, as a director has such a strange word. It sounds almost like dictator.
Yeah.
You're not a dictator. Even it sounds, and I think you need to, that's my thing, when as a director, when I cast my actors, I see what's already there. I look what they have to offer, and then I let them be, and I give them a lot of space to be. I don't rush them at all. When the camera is rolling, the camera is rolling, and I see what they're doing in the moment, and I really try to see what they offer me. And because I'm trying to see what they offer me, I realize, oh, I could maybe offer that little thing to them now. So it's a little, I'm throwing you a little, it's a little ball, you know, with and then I get it back, and then I watch really careful. And it's very important also for filmmakers to treat a set very sacred. It's very important to me. I get very upset if the camera is rolling and any of my crew is texting. Yeah. Because actors are very sensitive, and even if someone is texting right in the back, you feel it. Yeah, it's very funny. Yeah, you know? You do. You really do. I know. And sometimes you feel like, am I schizophrenic? I'm like, no, I can feel something change in the room. Yes. It's very true, but I feel that a lot. So that's the advice to filmmakers. I love that. Treat everything sacred. We are here. Look, we're all showing up to make a film. Yeah. And let's treat it sacred and special, and let's just be in the moment and don't do anything, and really give that person who performs, or the director who directs, or the cinematographer and the camera and the sound, respect for each other, a great teamwork. I think that's tremendous advice. I could talk to you all day, Diana. Oh, really, really lovely. Moderator. I love bless you. You make me feel so comfortable. You make me feel comfortable, so I'm comfortable because of you, so this is all good. It's like a perfect, it's a beautiful time. Listen, no, I thank you so much. I'm really excited to see your next project, and congratulations on Lulu. Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing much more of your work, so thank you, Diana. Thank you. Yeah, wunderbar. There we go, there we go.